What's up, guys? Hopefully, you all had a good day yesterday. Obviously, I wanted to come on and do a video this morning talking about the inghams. And one thing that I have taken issue with relations to them and obviously what they do. So, obviously, for me, I can't stand the fact that they hold like they think that they're above the law, like they think that rules and laws don't apply to them. And this is the kind of attitude that they've had for a long time now. They've had this attitude of we're above the law, rules and laws don't apply to us. You know, it pisses me off the fact that they're allowed to keep breaking rules and laws and get away with that. They shouldn't be allowed to keep getting away with that because if somebody else broke the rules or they broke the law, they wouldn't get away with that. They would get into serious trouble. They would get into serious trouble for that. There's no denying that. Yeah, the hunting inums can break the fucking law, break the rules whenever they want, and keep getting away with that. Like, in what way is that fair that if someone else was to break the rules or break the law, they would get into serious trouble for that? Yeah, they keep breaking the fucking rules and laws whenever they want, and they never get into serious trouble for that. They get away with it every single fucking time they do it. You know, this is the thing, it's never felt like rules and laws actually do apply to them, in a way. And it feels like the reason they get away with it so much is because of who they are and what they do. Like, it feels like if they weren't, to me, I feel like if they weren't these big, well-known YouTubers, they wouldn't get away with a lot of the stuff they keep getting away with. You know, it's like, the things, it's like, they're so bloody stupid, it's unbelievable. Now, I was looking at the girls on the electric scooter things they got the other day. Why are they not wearing why are they not wearing helmets? If they come off that, if they was to be knocked off them scooters, or they came off them scooters, they would suffer quite a significant head injury because they're not wearing bloody helmets. It doesn't matter how old they are or how confident they are on those scooters, they should be wearing helmets for their safety more than anything else. The fact that they're not wearing helmets is actually is actually fucking unbelievable because they should be wearing them. No matter what, no matter how confident they are, no matter how old they are, they should still be wearing a helmet. You know, it doesn't matter if they think they don't need them, they should still be wearing them. Because if they come off those scooters, and they hit their head, they would suffer a pretty serious head injury. But if they were wearing a helmet, that would probably prevent that. I mean, I don't know if it definitely would, but they would probably, they might still suffer a head injury, but the head injury they would sustain wouldn't be quite as serious if they weren't wearing wearing a helmet. But if they come off the scooters, and if they're not wearing a helmet, and they come off their scooters and they hit their head, that injury is gonna the head injury they sustain is gonna be a hell of a lot more serious. You know, and this is the thing, like Chris and Sarah never stop to think about things like this. It's like they don't do all they ever do is show a blatant disregard for child safety. It's like it's ridiculous. And as I said, like the issue I have, the issue I've taken with them is the fact that they keep getting away with breaking rules and law, like breaking the rules, breaking the law, you know, because if somebody else, we all know for a fact that if somebody else did that, they wouldn't get away with it, somebody else broke the rules or they broke the law, they would get into serious trouble for that. Yet the fucking potsy in them and break the rules whenever they want, break the laws whenever they want, keep getting away with that. On what planet is that fair? That they're allowed to keep breaking the rules and keep breaking the laws and getting away with that. There's nothing fair about that. You know, there's nothing fair about the fact that they keep getting away with, keep getting away with something that someone else wouldn't keep getting away with. You know, somebody else wouldn't get away with it as much as they do. You know, and it's ridiculous. The fact that they keep getting, every time they break the rules or they break the law, they fucking get away with it. You know, I'm sick of them getting away with it. I'm actually sick and tired of them getting away with it now. You know, I'm sick and tired of every time they break the rules or break the law, they get away with it, scot-free. They never get into serious trouble for that. And it's about time they did. It's about time they were taught a valuable fucking lesson about how they're not above the law and how rules and laws apply to them just like they do to everyone else. Because that's the thing, they're not above the fucking law, and rules and laws apply to them just as much as they fucking do to everyone else. And I know they might not think that rules and laws apply to them, but they fucking do. Rules and laws apply to them just as much as they do to everyone else. You know, they can't keep breaking the rules or breaking laws and expecting to keep getting away with that. And they shouldn't keep getting away with it, but they do. They get away with it every single fucking time. And it's gotten beyond the fucking joke at this point. It has seriously gotten beyond a fucking joke. The fact that they keep breaking the rules and breaking the laws and getting away with that. You know, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. You know, the problem with them is they think they're fucking untouchable. And one day, they will learn that they're not quite as fucking untouchable as they think they are. You know, they will learn that they will learn that fucking lesson soon enough. I can guarantee them that. You know, they might think they've done it, keep getting away with it, but I can guarantee you they won't. You know, they're not gonna keep getting away with it. There's people ain't gonna let that happen. You know, people ain't gonna allow them to keep getting away with it. You know, why should they be allowed to keep getting away with it? How is it fair that if someone else broke the law or broke the rules, they would get into serious trouble for that, but the fucking inghams and break the rules and laws whenever the hell they want and keep getting away with that? There ain't nothing fair about that. Like, seriously, come on now. You know what, I will keep saying this time and time again, because it needs saying. You know, I will say this time and time again, I don't care if people think I'm being unfair, or if people think I'm being unreasonable for saying this, but at the end of the day, it is the truth. They think that rules and laws, they think that they're above the law. They think that rules and laws don't apply to them. And they need to be taught a lesson. They need to start realizing that the fucking rules and laws apply to them just as much as they fucking do to everyone else. You know, rules. It's like they think that because of who they are and what they do, rules and laws don't apply to them. Bullshit. Chris and Sarah, you fucking mucks, you fucking pair of muppets. Rules and laws apply to you lot, apply to you just as much as they do to us. You fucking pair of dipsticks. And another message for you: when your kids are on their scooters or whatever, fucking put helmets on their heads. It's that before they suffer a serious head injury. You fucking pair of fucking clowns. That's what Chris and Sarah are, a fucking pair of clowns. You know, I have zero respect for them. You know, I'm done with them constantly getting away with breaking the rules and getting away with laws and getting away with it every single fucking time. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna apologise for saying that, as it has to be said. It's fucking ridiculous. You know, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. You know, I don't know how I'm not supposed to be critical of this. It's gotten beyond the fucking joke. We all know
Yes,
it's
hello,
gotten
you
beyond the
there?
fucking joke and that something needs to change. You know, I don't care if people think I'm being too negative about this. Go fuck yourself. I'll say what I need to say. This is my channel and I don't care if people don't like what I say. Go fuck yourself. That's all I'm gonna say to you. If you don't like what I say on my videos, go fuck yourself. You know, this really did need saying. You know, it's like, it has just gotten beyond a fucking joke at this point. It really has. You know, I'm sorry to lose my temper, but you know, this just angers me so fucking badly, man. It angers me so much. The fact that they keep getting away with breaking the rules and laws. Nobody else would get away with that. If somebody else broke the rules or broke the laws, they would get into serious trouble for that. Yet they keep getting away. But they keep fucking breaking the rules and keep fucking breaking the laws, and they get away with it every single fucking time. You know, they think rules and laws don't apply to them. They can go fuck themselves. Rules and laws apply to them just as much as they do to everyone else. It doesn't matter who they are or what they do, rules and laws still apply to them, just as much as they do to everyone else. They're not above the law, as they seem to think they are. The rules and laws apply to them just as much as they do to everyone else, although they seem to think they don't. Yes, they fucking do. And they're not going to keep getting away with it. I can guarantee you they're not going to keep fucking getting away with it. They are pushing and pushing and pushing their lot. They're pushing their fucking lot. And one day their lot is going to run out at some point. They keep pushing their luck the way they are right now, and it will run out at some point. And which is why Chris and Sarah need to stop trying to push their luck. Because they keep trying to push their luck. That's going to be that's going to be, that's going to, things are going to go from bad to worse for them. And they are going to get into serious trouble one day. And someone will report them. Quite frankly, someone should fucking report them and to the Dubai police and actually show the Dubai police the video evidence. That's what people need to do. I would do it if I knew how to do it. If I knew how to to actually get in contact with the Dubai police and actually show them the video evidence, I would. I would absolutely do that. Because it's about time they got into serious trouble for breaking the rules and breaking the laws. As they keep doing that every single fucking time. This is the thing. Whatever fucking country they go to, they don't respect the law, respect the rules, nor do they respect the laws of that country. They don't abide by those rules. They don't abide by the laws. They don't give a shit about that country's rules and that country's laws. They break the fucking rules and laws of whatever country they fucking go to, and they get away with it every single time. Because they think the fucking rules and laws don't fucking apply to them. Actually, they fucking do. They're a pair of fucking arsehole, fucking cunts, a pair of. And I hope they get what's coming to them. I hope their luck runs out at some point. I really hope it fucking does. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, but this had to be said. It's got beyond the fucking joke now, the fact that they keep getting away with breaking the rules and laws. As nobody else would. Somebody else breaks the rules or breaks the laws, they get into serious trouble. Yet them fucking cunts break the rules and laws whenever the fuck they want to get away with it. Every single fucking time. And I've had enough of it now. This angers me every fucking time they break the rules and laws, they get away with it. Why? Why the fuck do they keep getting away with it every single fucking time? What the this is fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm done with this. I said what I wanted to say. I'm gonna leave it at that. But this just really had to be said. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I will see you for another video later on. See you then. Bye bye.